Hi FlossTube friends, I'm Judy. Happy Easter today. Today's the 16th of April. If you've noticed from my last video, I have different glasses, my Harry Potter Mr. Peabody glasses, and I have shorter hair. So glad to see everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful stitching month. It's been kind of a crazy month. I took 4 days off and had an endoscopy. And I haven't got an official letter, but the results were good. Went to see the liver doctor, still waiting for some of those. I have some more tests and things like that. But if you need an endoscopy, go to Fargo, North Dakota. Um, one of the guys that was working in the procedure room could have been Ben Affleck's twin. He was gorgeous. Of course, he was probably 25, 30 years old. I said to one of the young nurses, I said, "Are you single?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, there are some nice looking men in there." And she goes, "They're all taken." So, anyway, but he was a joy to look at, and I don't have to have another one for 3 years, gall darn it. But I had boarded Bear, spent the, well, while I was gone, and so had a wonderful time, got to spend some time with my daughter and my grandkids, missed them already. But anyway, had Bear boarded. He's been having all these ear problems. And so they called me and said that his ears were red again and they wanted to know if they could try a different medicine. Well, this is like the fourth time, they're trying to clear his little ears up. So I said, fine. I figured he was being boarded there anyway. So I go to pick him up. They charge me $50 for an office call while he's being boarded. Crazy. But anyway, so far so good. She thought maybe that they might have to put him on some hypoallergenic dog food, but I don't know how that goes. But we'll see. Hopefully his ears will stay clear. Let's see. And then since then, I haven't had a day off, and so I've worked about 3 weeks straight. So yeah, I'm needing some time off, but I have next Saturday off, so I'm looking forward to that. Let me see here. Oh yeah, and then I did end up getting a computer virus. I was on Pinterest, and I was looking at a cross-stitch project, one that was already completed and framed and everything. And I clicked on the site to visit, and I got a ransom virus. Where the number comes up across the screen and it won't let you? Do never call that number because they can hack into your computer and steal all your information. So I took it down to the computer guy. Charged me $80 to get it fixed, but I guess he did a really nice job. But yeah, so now I don't even know if I want to go on Pinterest anymore. I mean, I love Pinterest, but it's not worth just completely getting a virus over. He says, "I'm surprised you haven't gotten a virus, earlier, but I'm pretty careful, I think. I only go to a few websites, my favorites. So, I don't know. Okay, the only thing I did order was Mirabilia's Cinderella pattern. I went to unfold the one I had and it just ripped in half. I almost wish that they would come out with it in PDF form. I think it'd be a little bit easier to read. You could blow up, the page a little more. I completely understand why they do what they do, but I hate the holes in the center and all of that. But anyway, I ordered from 123 Stitch. I ordered a Mirabilia pattern. It came with no picture. I don't know if it dropped off somewhere and when they were getting ready to send it yet, but no picture. And this little girl that I was making this Cinderella for, who's 7 years old, I remember she's in my Sunday school class, and I've had her for a few years, and next year she's going on to be with the third graders. But anyway, I asked her about Cinderella, and she goes, I don't like Cinderella. And one of the other little girls says, I don't like her either. And I'm thinking, okay, what's 7? Apparently, according to her mom, she likes boys. 7 years old. And then another little girl who I've only seen twice in my Sunday school class said, I like Cinderella. So Cinderella may go a-packing for a while. I have it right here. But let's see. Oh, this thing is so big. But so I may put something else. I'm sorry, I can't. This scroll frame is 40 inches. So I might have to put something else on my scroll. But what little, sorry about that, what 7-year-old little girl doesn't like Cinderella? Apparently 2 of them in our church. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's one of those things, you know, she'll grow out of, you know, and think, you know, I mean, things that you would appreciate as you get older, but she's kind of... Okay, let's talk about stitching. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. Well, not a lot, but there's so many new ones, and I'm trying to keep up with the old ones. It's just impossible. I don't know how everyone else does it, plus working full-time. But I bought a yard of 25 count. I cannot stitch over 1 on 25 count. But and I bought this from 123 Stitch. It does not come serged. I was hoping the yard would come serged. I know I have high expectations, right? But this is my Long Dog Do Different. And as I'm stitching along, I have as you notice, I'm starting to take this out. I have an error in here. So I'm going to have to rip all of this out here. And I'm 1 stitch off somewhere, and I kept looking, trying to find it. And at some point I'm going to rip this out and redo it. But, so then I got a bright idea. Well, I'm going to stitch it on 25 count over 2, and I'll show you the piece that inspired me to do that. But as this stuff really frays. As I started doing it, I don't know if you can see, but I didn't like the look. The black thread really didn't cover, as you can see. And then I thought, well, maybe I can use pearl cotton, but that's a mess. I don't want to go through all that. So I went and bought cream, and I started restitching it. I know, I'm crazy. Seriously, crazy. So the last week I've been spending working on this. I'm trying to get to the point where I was on the other one. Oh, sorry about that. So this is as far as I got. They're both 32 count. This one's antique white. So I got the 3 sides done here, but yeah, I know I just didn't have the patience to deal with it, and well, like I said, I will go back and restitch it, or take that out, but as of now, it's being restitched. Okay, now to show you a few other things. Let's see. Oh yeah, talking about floss tubers. Excuse me, just here. There's a new one called Julie McConnell, and she has a frame shop in Nebraska. Hi, Julie. And she's got wonderful videos, shows a lot of pieces in her store, and I'll link below her YouTube. But yeah, I really enjoy watching her. And there's some others too. I can't think offhand, but yeah, it's a lot to keep keep up with. Okay, so I'll show you what I've been stitching so far. I may switch up. These are the ones that I just did recently, but I may switch a rotation. This one needs to get finished, so I may keep this one. But this is my Books of the Bible, and this is done on Stephanie's Forest Bloom Ugana. I absolutely love it. And it sounds like somebody's knocking on the door, but it isn't. So I went across over, over here, like from the end of Leviticus to the end there. And then I did Amos. So that's what I got done with that. I really like this fabric. I love Stephanie's fabrics. She does such a nice job. And for some reason her Lugana feels heavier, or it's just really a solid. Put that here. The next one, it's been so long since I've worked on some of these, I don't even remember what I stitched. This is my namesake sampler. I think I did her and I don't know what the next word is, but I think I did that and a little bit more. I might have done some letters at the bottom, maybe the G and H, or no, was it the Z or the smaller one? I'm sorry, I can't remember. But this is done, I think, on cream 32 count Lugana. I try to keep the tags on them, just because it helps me remember. I know a lot of you have organizing systems, and I'm just not really good at that. But it is nice to have for future reference if you want to go back and buy the material or whatever. Okay. And that's just done with DMC. Reaching in the box here. And then I have, well, I started this, but I haven't really gotten very far. And this is the Gingerbread Village. See the green and the red? That's what I stitched. That's kind of sad, huh? I wonder how many lifetimes it'll take me to get that one done at that rate. And this is the one that I'm talking. Sorry about my head keeps going out of the picture. This is one that I was talking about that's done on 25 count. And I've only, I've only completed one square. Excuse me. And this is on the quilt. See, I like this, and it looks like it's got really good coverage. But then with the black, not so much. So this is this pattern. Once again, Quilt Sampler 11 by Linda Myers. I have a few of hers too. The majority of them are done in 25 count. I know a lot of you guys do 40 count, and I don't know how you do it. My eyes are tired. And this is the province sampler. Let's see if I have the, sorry. This is the, oops, sorry. This is the pattern here. And this calls for, this is on that 10 count Heatherfield Natural. And this calls for Flame by Watercolors. But I'm using Ruby. And I haven't really decided if I even like it. But this is what it looks like. I mean, I think the colors are pretty, but it's, as you can see, really a coarse texture. That's all I have to show you guys. I think maybe I need to limit to about 3 pieces and try to get something done. I heard a friend of mine was talking. She says, I'm really wanting to stitch some Christmas things. And, you know, here it is, middle of April already. You know, Christmas is going to be here before we know it. So I'm hoping there's some stitch-alongs that I can get some pieces done. Maybe a Christmas in July might be an idea. But then I can continue. I have Christmas Quaker too that I want to. I have that. Or maybe I could work on Gingerbread Village. That's Christmassy. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I can think of offhand. But I hope you've had a good stitchy month. If I make some decent progress, I'll post another video next week. So have a wonderful Easter. God bless and take care, and I'll see you soon.